So, time to clean up the garage. I've been wanting to turn it into a workshop for a while now, but I got so busy with work, it's been over a year and I haven't really been able to get to it. And really, there's a lot of projects that have just been so backburnered, and I've been stacking up supplies, which is like some of the stuff here. I'm walking into the house with some more solar stuff that I'll be into later. I also got some kind of like what's the word? Like shop supplies too, like some rolly scaff. This cart I just recently put together, so that way I can stack all the sheeting that I have here, and it shrinks the footprint because it's more upright, and obviously now it's on wheels too, so it's more accessible instead of like trying to dig through and see what I have and overlooking things, and it's up off the ground. So it's not going to get wet, even though I did have it up on dunnage, but this is a much better piece of dunnage than I had before. A better setup for dunnage, I should say. Yeah, that way I can work on this.
The kitchen table. Is it? My kitchen table. Well, that's mine. Our kitchen table.
How well you can hear that, but that's going to be turning into a kitchen table concept I have. Me and Marie kind of eat Asian style, if that doesn't offend people, where we kind of sit on the floor. So I have an idea to make a low table that can kind of come apart.
When you spend too much time in the woods, when you look and you see, yeah, it's like a wrench. I should take it home. Oh, it's wrapped up lunch. And, you know, I'm not going to get it all done today. There's just way too much. Hopefully tomorrow, though. We're pretty close to it.
I'm gonna get those materials out of the back of the truck. It's supposed to get cold and icy again. I don't want to have that sitting back there. That wouldn't really hurt anything. And then now here it is all done. It's the 12-foot long kind of shelf, I guess, for a 12-foot kind of like framing lumber, I suppose. And I have a lower section I put in too that's for 4-foot sections roughly for the rough cut ends. This is the chicken area. I actually put them out here about 3 days ago. I actually have a video about that, which will be actually the next episode that I'll be putting out here, hopefully within about a week's time, which gives me a chance to mention that I'm going to be trying to put out an episode every week. I no longer working like 80 crazy hours or more a week. I'm going to be focusing more on home projects, which for me is a lot of different things, not just building things and crafting things and whatnot, but I also plan on doing a lot of things like fishing, foraging, hunting, which also means I got to get things together for those kind of adventures as well, which is not just selecting gear, but also like I have to put a canoe rack on the truck, which is another episode coming up, as well as kind of not so much fix the canoe, but clean it up, and I also want to put a motor on it, so I have to put a little not like outrigger, but kind of outrigger piece on it, but also true outriggers to it as well, because I want to go out to deeper water to fish for from different fish that I'm used to around here. So stay tuned for future episodes if you're interested in any of the things that I've mentioned. So if you're not interested in what I'm doing today, I'll be doing something different next week. All right, so the area that I'm kind of showing off now, and I built a while ago, and it was kind of on a whim with just random lumber I had around, and it's not built very well. And as you can see, it's kind of breaking apart. And I've got some lumber stashed off to the lower area there behind my old workbench, which I also have to move. To do all that, I first have to get rid of the shelf. I was going to try to do less narration in videos, but the first couple of things I started doing with the one camera, the sound had a horrible pickup. So that's one of the reasons why I'm still leaning kind of hard on narration. But that will be changing hopefully here in the future. And progress is being made. There's an 8-foot long workbench that's 2.5 foot deep. All from reclaimed materials from both places. Well, one of the places I used to work at, one of the other places I still work at. Anyways, I got another arm piece I want to build onto it here. You'll see later. But first I'm going to move around the freezer here and a few other electrical components, because all the electrical kind of either has to shift around or be added onto and or upgraded. So that's what I'll be working on here for most of the day's project. Which actually, I enjoy doing electrical projects. Most of the house now is solar, either on just DC current stuff or a lot of stuff I've hooked up through the inverter. The garage itself is fairly standalone, but I gotta add some more lighting, because right now the only good lighting I have is when I have the stuff that's still on grid. First day of spring. Yeah, that's right. First day of spring in Michigan, you get a fresh coat of snow and sleet. Luckily, the chickens are doing fine, and it's really not slowing me down too much because everything is now inside the garage. So. I really have a lot of electrical projects coming up, and that wind turbine is being one of them. The overall power shack really needs a lot of work, and really even the stuff I have done, quote unquote, the air quotes you can't see, all needs a bit of polish and a little bit of securing and just to clean up a little bit. But today's mission is just the garage, adding more lighting and a little bit of fans, and that's really pretty much the plans for the day. Here's some power upgrades. This is a new inverter, a 3000 watt. I think the old one was 1000. I didn't really get any video of that because I was just swapping a couple of cables. This is the original DC power light that I also added. That light, I have a little toggle here, which also sends power to a fan, a little ceiling fan thing I got here, but I got to hook up a pull string on that so I can turn that independently from the light. The solar DC that I just turned on really just runs the battery charger for my power tools. But wait, there's more! Then over actually at the workbench, I added this light, which is also dimmable. And there's a fan above it, which has the power and everything there. I just now got the switches picked up today, so I'll mess around with that. Cool.
happy with that. Cool. Oh, you can make that work. Alright, that's the one out. The back corner is actually kind of in. It's just this front one is off just a bit, so something got a little twisty McFonkery. Stompy stomp.
And here's a before. Really the best before I could find. I'm really bad at getting before shots. I gotta work on that in future episodes. And here's me leading you into the after. There's a few other projects I want to do to kind of make the shop even more functional, but right now this is more than enough for the projects I have planned for this season, and well, many seasons to come. Like I want to build another leg for this arm that comes off of the workbench here, so that way I could move it out to the lean-to, so I could do other projects out there and make messes there instead of in here. And that kind of wraps up this episode. So please leave any comments. I love comments and I never get any. Or like and subscribe and all that stuff. And I'll see you here hopefully next week. Take care out there. Bye.